Broadcasting from the Evergreen Media Network studios in Vero Beach, Florida. It's Huntin with Heather.
Hey y'all, welcome to Huntin with Heather. I am your host, Heather Hawk. Welcome back, you guys. It is season 2, episode 1. It has been a minute since I've been in the studio, and I am so excited to be back here. If you're new to this show, welcome. This show is dedicated to all those who love to hunt, love the outdoors, and those who want to learn more. Whether you're a seasoned hunter or a green hunter, this show is going to be packed full of information. We're going to talk deer, turkey, hog, and everything in between. And of course, you can't forget about the stories that keep us coming back for more. So grab a seat, sit back, and let's talk hunting. Before I introduce my guest today, I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, Jake Witt with State Farm. Yes, you guys, it is the Jake with State Farm, and you're going to definitely want to reach out to him. If you're looking for, that hometown feel of an agent, Jake Witt is your guy. So he takes care of all of our cars, our utility vehicles, our life insurance policies, and it's just nice to have that one-stop shop, and I really do appreciate him. He checks on me every once in a while and the family and just, sees how we're doing, so I really do appreciate him. And if you want to get in contact with him, you can reach him at calljake.com, or you can call him at 772-500-5253. And I want to give a shout out to Boars and Broads. Those guys, man, you got to go check out their page. So you can reach them at boarsandbroads.com, or you can reach them on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And let me tell you, if you like hogs and running dogs, you're going to definitely want to watch them. And by the way, they have some pretty cool merch. So go check them out, you guys, boarsandbroads.com. So now let's get into the show, what we came here for. Let's talk hunting. You guys, my guest today I had on last year, and I'm so glad she was willing to come on again. And I love what she stands for in this hunting community and the hunting world. And without further ado, Paige Anderson, thank you for coming back on.
Hi, it's good to be back.
Awesome. So and the last time we had the show, I spoke about how I knew you from a long time ago. Mm-hmm. You and your dad and your sister, you guys would pull up to the restaurant that I worked at, airboat in tow with some type of animal on it, hog or something. I just thought that was so cool. And then now to see you continue that hunting heritage, and I know it really is something dear to your heart as well.
It really is.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit, because some people might not have watched that episode. If they didn't, they need to go back and watch it. But tell me a little bit about you, who you are, what you do, some of your background.
I've been hunting since I was probably 6, 7 years old with my dad. I still hunt with my dad, and we both do youth hunts through the youth hunt program of Florida. I've been a hunt master and guiding on them for about 13 years now. So I'm trying to just pass the tradition along.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love it. Yeah. So I got the pleasure of going on a hunt. My husband and I both got the pleasure of going on and guiding a hunt with Paige and her whole crew, which is part of the Indian River County Airboat Association, yes. Correct? Okay. Yeah. So she asked us to do a gator hunt, guide a gator hunt. Let me tell you, when I say this was the best time, but you've run like a very well-oiled machine there. I mean, everything was down to the T and fun. The food was great. Where we got to stay was a really nice, that was a nice luxury, which
Everglades
was
Youth Camp.
Yeah. So, and you do what, one hunt there a year?
We do one.
One.
Yep.
The gator hunt.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. There's our crew right there. So much fun. How many kids was there that day? How many was there?
I think we did 5 kids that day.
That was...
And we had 2 guides per kid.
Yep. So much fun.
Yep.
I mean, it was... Either the guides love it just as much as the kids. The parents are with them. They were just right in there, in the mix of it. And so when you do these hunts, you guys, you do... you actually, they teach them how to properly harvest the animal, shoot them.
Yep.
And then to actually skin them, how the whole processing part of it.
Pretty much from the field onto your table.
Yep. I mean, and you can't, I was telling someone the other day about this. I'm like, you can't pay for what they have to pay. You can't pay that for a guided hunt anywhere.
Especially some of the places we get to go to.
Exactly. I mean, we're talking some of these hunts that they do, you guys do. I mean, it would cost someone thousands of dollars to do.
And it costs them $75.
Exactly. So this is why, and I want to kind of segue into the events that you guys put on, because it's very important because you guys raise money for the youth hunts. Can you tell me a little bit about that and where the money goes and what it's for and who does it? How what?
So every year in April, we do a golf tournament. And that golf tournament helps us fund the upcoming youth hunt season. So it helps us with buying game cameras and safety harnesses and tree stands and stuff because we have our own cook trailer, we have our own sleep trailer. It helps us buy all that, stock everything for cooking, and just make sure we have everything safety-wise for the kids.
Yeah, and that's important. I have to say the food was outstanding.
The food's really good.
I know.
Especially when my mama cooks.
Oh, there you go. She wasn't there, though.
No, she wasn't this time.
But the Elmores were there, and they cooked, and they did
very
great.
Good.
They did a great job, and I know they've moved, and it's going to be missed. But hey, guys, I want to give a shout out to you guys. So, but yeah, so the money that you guys raise from this really helps.
It does
make that experience for the kid and the parent that much better.
It does.
Because like just from my experience with it, like I said, just from the time we got there to the end of the Sunday, it was just full event. The kids are doing, they're harvesting whatever it is, whether it's a gator. We did the gator. They got to fish. I think they were playing manhunt afterwards. I mean, or I don't know if that's politically correct anymore these days, but just playing hide and seek. It was just a great, fun event for the kids.
It is. And what I like about it too is a lot of these kids will get there Friday night and they're super shy and really don't want to talk to each other. And by like Saturday mid-morning, they're all best friends, running around, hanging out.
Parents too.
Everything.
They're like, parents
Everything.
are like whatever. Even the parents though.
Yep.
So I noticed that, even the parents are a little like not sure. When you first get there, you walk in and and you're not sure what to expect.
Yeah.
And then everyone's just so welcoming, and it makes it really nice because
it helped me too because I was super shy. I didn't want to be like center of attention, didn't want like none of that. And it helped me break out of my shell.
Yeah.
Because you're meeting somebody new every single time you do it.
Yep.
So it helped me too.
So as we're talking about the youth hunt, let's talk about how a kid can get involved in that. If they have never hunted before, or their parents, but they really want it, like they have some interest in it, what are their steps to doing it?
First thing they have to do is complete their hunter safety course.
Okay.
You can go onto FWC's website. You'll have to navigate through that and get to like the hunter safety section. You have to do an online portion. And then after the online portion, you have to do a field day portion.
Right.
So you'll go to our local shooting range and there'll be a hunter safety instructor that'll teach you. And then you have a test at the end of it and then, pass, hopefully.
Right.
And then you can sign up for youth hunts. I tell everybody the easiest way is just go to Google, type in Youth Hunting Program of Florida.
Okay.
And then it brings up a whole list of the hunts and you just apply for them.
Okay. So, and I did did a little research on the field day. So you guys, for parents or grandparents or aunts and uncles, whoever is listening to this show and you want to get your kid involved, then go ahead. They have time. I think they have time to get online, finish the online course. We've all done it. Yep. It's not that hard. If you just study, but it's actually really good things that you need to know when you're out hunting. And then the field day, which I did some research on it. I think the last field day, no, not the last, but the soonest field day for Indian River County is October 15th. I think is that what I said, or 12th or something like 12th.
You said October 12th.
Yeah, October 12th. So if they get that done in the next week or so, however, they can sign up for the field day. And then, so once they get that done, they have their license. So they go on to the FWC for the youth hunts.
Yep.
And then now, do they just generally pick out? Can they like go to certain spots?
So
like,
there'll be a list of hunts. So
Okay.
we're not the only club that does them.
Okay.
FSCA down in Palm Beach County, they're another really good club, very active in the youth hunt program. Great people. They do hunts. Okeechobee Airboat Club.
Okay.
They do hunts. They're great people. They're very active in the program too. But yeah, you go on there and we have 11 of them this year. Our club's doing.
Oh, wow, 11 hunts.
FSCA does a bunch. Okeechobee does a bunch. Broward County. And they just go on there and it'll say all of our names like at the end of it.
Okay.
And they just go on there and it'll say like Sand Lakes, Hog Hunt, in Fellsmere, and it'll give the date. And if that's something that you're able to go to, you just click on
Apply.
that, register for it.
Okay.
And then as a hunt master, if that's my hunt, which I have one there, I think December 6th, I will get a list of the names of all the kids that applied.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll choose the kids that haven't gotten the chance to hunt before.
Gotcha.
And then it'll go down the list to the ones who have hunted but haven't harvested, and then it'll go down to the ones that have hunted and harvested.
That's nice. So give everyone a chance.
Yeah.
Chance to be able to. So when is the deadline though? Like how? Like so if I wanted to do that December hunt, or with the child, I mean you need to kind of put
1 month ahead of time.
Okay, so at least a month.
So I should get my names of kids for that hunt November 6th. So
Okay.
November 5th is normally when they wouldn't be able to apply anymore.
Gotcha. Okay. So parents, you guys still have time to get your kids, get the hunting license done, completed, the field day completed, and then get them signed up for one of these hunts. And it goes through springtime because they do deer, hog, turkey, and the gator hunt.
Yep.
So, and you guys aren't the only ones. So there's other people that do different hunts. So there's a great opportunity. Because I know when we did the gator hunt, there was people over from the southwest of Florida and stuff. So it's kind of nice. So it's all over, different areas to hunt different areas as well.
I get people from the Panhandle.
Oh, you do?
That drive all the way down to Okeechobee to hunt with us.
Yeah.
And Miami, come all the way up to Fellsmere. Like they'd travel a long ways to come.
Did you guys do the snake hunt by chance?
We did not.
You did not. I know.
So
I was wondering about
I
that.
got asked to do the snake hunt, but it was kind of a little last minute.
Yeah.
So, but we are scheduled to do it next year.
Next year.
Yes.
That's going to be very interesting because I know you're not a snake person.
I do not like snakes.
So you're gonna like oil everything. You're gonna have everything ready to go, and you'll be there in case
and
anybody
I will watch
needs you.
off from the side.
Yeah, gonna be that'll be a fun hunt.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of the guys are like, oh yeah, I want to do that hunt.
I mean, I've done it before.
Oh, you have?
It's neat.
Is it?
The Everglades needs it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely a bucket list hunt for my husband. He wants to do it. I will go with him. I'm not sure how. I mean, I'd do it totally. I just don't.
It really has helped. So we went, my cousin Chase actually got chosen for a hunt with FSCA. This was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. And when we went down there, you didn't see a bird, a rabbit, a marsh hen,
What?
nothing. There was no wildlife in the Everglades. And then our club did a hunt, I think 2 years ago. And we started seeing more animals again and catching less snakes.
See.
When we went the first time, I think we caught 16. This next time we caught 3. So, I mean, it's helping.
That's great.
But-
That's great to know because a lot of people don't know about the snakes and down there in the Everglades that are taking over. Well, they were. I mean, and these snake hunts really do help eliminate. Did they just get done with another one?
They just did one in July.
In July, that's what I thought. Yeah, so super important. People come from all over to hunt them. And they get paid, right? Don't you get paid? Or they get paid?
So we go with experienced contractors.
Okay.
They're contracted through FWC and I think South Florida Water Management District.
Okay.
So, I mean, you go with people that know what they're looking for. You're not just thrown out, in the
Go
Everglades.
catch a snake. Because some are really, really big.
They are. The biggest one we caught was 10 foot.
Oh, my God.
One of the kids did.
See, that's not a little guy. And not only, in fact, you're not just dealing with these big bows, but there's other snakes, you guys out there.
Yeah.
All the cottonmouths,
Yep.
water moccasins, right rattlesnakes.
That's why I kind of just sit in the truck.
I know.
I video.
I know. My husband loves the swamp. We hunt the swamp. And like I've always said on the show, you guys have heard me, weather is better to him. And I'm always like...
You got to just try not to think about it.
Well, and I do. And I try not to, but I always have to have my eyes kind of like on the ground. Like I'm like on looking. And thank goodness, because one day we were walking through a management area. It was a nice cool morning. And this water moccasin was bathing, sunbathing. And my nephew and him John walked by. And this thing was striked back, righty, like I was his next, I was the next one. And I will never forget this. And so it was Thanksgiving morning. And I was like, oh my gosh, snake, whatever. Just, and, we got rid of them. And the next day, Bass Pro was having a sale on their snake boots. And from that time on, I wear snake boots all the time. Now, granted, you can still get bit above your snake boot, but it just helps. Mm-hmm. It gives me a little security because when we're walking in the water, it just makes me a little more. But we're in Florida, people. I mean, this is what we do. It's definitely not for the faint of heart.
It's scary, especially at my lease up in Georgia. Especially during the summertime, we just went up there and did a bunch of work, and it's like my eyes are glued to the ground. Yeah.
Because we're up there. Well, you guys are up in where? You guys
Swainsboro.
Swainsboro. Okay, so we're just we're just north of Lake City. Okay. Fargo area. Yeah. But there's timber rattler. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's definitely, and we are surrounded by. We're just south of the Okefenokee. Different. We're bodied by water, so a lot of water moccasins and different things. I have been very fortunate that I have not ran into a whole lot. And I'm grateful for that. Although my husband did a rattlesnake in our yard. And I know they're not, but might have dogs and everything. And so and he was pretty big. It was just the other day. Yeah. So very dangerous. I have grandkids, and things.
Not good.
Yeah. Anywho, very important to get these big snakes down there in the Everglades because, we need to save our animals, Yep. And that's another thing, our conservation. I know you're big into that.
I am.
You guys, your Airboat Association that you belong to, the Indian River County Airboat Association, I see all the things that you guys do out in the marsh, making it better, just making it a better place. Yep. And I totally commend you guys for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. You guys are very involved in keeping our land better. We're not getting any more of it. Let's preserve what we have and keep it good. And
we're trying. Yeah, we're trying. We've done a lot of work in the East Marsh. We've built platforms. We've put up sunshades. We've built the dike up because we do all of our events at because it's just washing away. So I mean, we put our time in.
Yeah, I saw. I don't know who it was. Was it maybe Chad was out there putting cypress trees?
He's planted. Chad Smalley has planted a lot of cypress trees out there.
I think it's great.
I mean, we all grew up out there.
Mm-hmm. So we got to make sure it's taken care of. Yep. Make sure our land is taken care of. I think that's very important. So I know you. So hunting heritage is so important to you.
It is.
And I love it. And your dad's just as giddy as it's like he's a little kid when we're on these hunts. He is just so excited for these kids. He's harvested
They call him a legend.
Oh, he did tell me that, right? He was like, oh, yeah. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, Dad, not here, not now.
I know. It was like the legend. That was fun. We had a great time. We were talking about that and laughing and discussing his... Now, your mom, does she go out with the hunts with you guys? Or
She cooks on a lot of them. She cooks on a lot of them. But she does hunt. She goes.
So she's a part of it?
Oh, yeah. She hunts with us in Georgia. She goes to the youth hunt. She's a hunt master, too. She hosts hunts sometimes. So.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'd love to do a hunt with her, with you guys. Yeah. And, of course, you have your sister Shelby, who is a trip herself. Oh, my goodness. She's like a kid, too, She gets that from your dad, I think.
She does.
Yeah, she loves it. So let's talk real quick while we're, because the show's going to be wrapping up shortly, but I want to talk about the clay shoot again. Let's talk about this clay shoot.
So October 5th, I believe it is. Yep. October 5th, the Airboat Club's putting on a clay shoot. It's at the Indian River County Shooting Range. and we're looking for sponsors and shooters. It's a fun time. It comes with your shells. It comes with lunch that day.
Yes.
And we raise the money for all kinds of different things. We donate to Airboaters for Autism. Like I said, we build up, the dikes and stuff in the marsh and just make things better for us out there. We do a $1,000 college scholarship every year, sometimes $2,000. We'll give it to two people. We do Santa Comes to Town in Fellsmere, where we bring Santa in on an airboat and we give out goodie bags. And
I love it.
And I mean, we do all kinds of stuff. We sponsor the Vero Beach Little League baseball team.
Fantastic.
So, I mean, the Airboat Club does a lot for the community, and we make sure we take care of our members too. We do a lot of fun stuff with the members that help us.
So, guys, you're gonna definitely want to be a part of that 5th annual sporting clay shoot competition put on by the Indian River County Airboat Association. If you have any questions, or you can see if you see this on video, the number's up there. You can reach out to Chris or Robert. But Chris, you can reach out to at 772-473-1405 or Robert at 772-559-9208. This looks like it would be a great event and a really fun time. So you get 100 targets, ammo, lunch, the awards, all this information. I'll make sure to link it on my Facebook and on all my channels. So you're definitely going to want to look at this, because even if you don't hunt, but a lot of people don't hunt, but they love to clay shoot.
Yeah.
This would be a fun event. And you don't have to be great at it. Just get out there and have fun.
Yep.
Right?
Just have fun.
Yeah. And isn't that what we need to do, you guys? We need to get outdoors. That's my biggest thing. I try to tell people, get your kids outdoors. Get outdoors. Parents, you get outdoors. Be the example. This is what our kids need. Yep. They don't need to be sitting behind a TV
playing
or playing video games.
And
no, they need to get out like we used to when we were kids, and I don't know, make forts, get out in the country, go for a hike. You don't have to hunt, but they can. And this is a great opportunity. So on this show, I want you guys, if this has resonated with you, any of this, the mentoring, the youth hunts, please, your biggest thing that you could do for the show and for the Airboat Association to raise money is share this with others, you guys. Share it to your platforms. Subscribe to mine, Huntin with Heather. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And, I really, really do appreciate you guys and all my followers. And I appreciate you, Paige,
Thank you.
For coming on. And any last thing, what's something I always say, and I know I should have told you this before, but what's tip you can give a hunter or a kid? If you're out there and you are with a kid, what's one thing you would want to share with them? And
don't get discouraged.
I like that.
I
like that a lot. Yeah. Because faults happen.
It took a while for me to harvest my first animal.
Yeah. So,
you'll go 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it happens.
Just don't get discouraged.
Don't get discouraged and keep going. All right, you guys, we're going to wrap up the show. Paige, again, thank you. Thank you, guys. I love y'all. Go get outdoors.